William just banned a royal family member from his coronation after their beyond despicable behavior. It's not Harry. Welcome back, royal watchers, to Crown Chronicles, your ultimate home for all things regal, royal, and downright riveting. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join our ever-growing royal community, because here at Crown Chronicles, we don't just tell royal stories. We live them. Now, today's headline is sending shockwaves through the royal world. William just banned a royal family member from his coronation after their beyond despicable behavior. It's not Harry. Yes, you heard that right. Prince William, the future King of England, has reportedly drawn a firm line in the sand, and it's not his younger brother Prince Harry who's in the firing line this time. So, who could it be? What could they possibly have done to earn William's wrath just months before one of the most historic and symbolic moments of his life, his coronation? Let's dive in, because this one has drama, betrayal, and a royal power struggle like we've never seen before. The first whispers of tension began quietly within palace walls. William, who's long been seen as the calm, dutiful heir, has been showing signs of a man who's finally ready to rule on his own terms. After years of standing in his father King Charles's shadow, the Prince of Wales is said to be taking decisive control over what his reign, and his coronation, will represent. But according to insiders, that new sense of authority has led to some very tough family decisions. The shocking claim: a senior royal, not Prince Harry, has been uninvited from William's coronation after what palace sources are calling beyond despicable behavior behind the scenes. The identity of this royal, insiders say, has been deliberately kept under wraps for now, but those close to the Wales household hint that this person has been causing chaos and embarrassing the family at the highest level. Now, before your mind jumps straight to Prince Andrew, let's just say, you might not be entirely wrong to raise an eyebrow in his direction. The Duke of York's presence at royal events has always been controversial since his ties to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal came to light. Despite his mother Queen Elizabeth's past attempts to protect him, William's patience appears to have worn thin. According to one royal source quoted by a London tabloid, William is determined that his coronation will reflect the integrity and future of the monarchy, not its scandals. The insider went on to claim that William refused to have anyone with a stain on their record taking a visible role at the ceremony, and if that sounds harsh, it's because William reportedly wants to set a new tone for the monarchy, one of transparency, accountability, and modern leadership. He's seen firsthand how scandal and public outrage nearly tore the royal family apart during his grandmother's final years, and he's reportedly vowed not to let that happen again on his watch. The final straw, apparently, came after a private confrontation between William and the royal in question earlier this year. The meeting, said to have taken place at Clarence House, turned heated when William confronted the individual about their conduct described by palace aides as selfish, damaging, and utterly unacceptable. One aide was even quoted saying, "The prince was visibly shaken afterward. He told his team he'd had enough, and that this person would not be welcome when he's crowned." Those close to William describe him as deeply protective of the monarchy's image, and even more protective of his family's unity. For him, the upcoming coronation isn't just a ceremonial event, it's a declaration of how he intends to lead as the future king. He wants a clean slate, a sense of dignity, and an atmosphere free of controversy, and that's why, reportedly, the guest list has been revised multiple times under his personal supervision. Palace insiders say William has personally approved every name invited, including international royals, political figures, and even celebrities, ensuring that only those who reflect his values and vision for the crown will be in attendance. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Some reports suggest that this mysterious royal wasn't just banned from attending the coronation, they were also asked to refrain from making any public appearances in the weeks leading up to it. That's right, William wanted zero distractions, zero drama, and zero risk of another media storm hijacking the moment meant to define his life. One aide told reporters that His Royal Highness is focused on the future, he's not dragging the past with him. It's a move that's both shocking and symbolic. By distancing himself from controversy, William seems to be drawing a bold contrast between his generation of royals and the ones who came before. For decades, the monarchy has been haunted by whispers of scandal, from broken marriages and secret affairs to allegations of abuse and financial impropriety. But now, William appears to be saying, enough is enough. What's fascinating, though, is how William's decision is reportedly being received behind palace doors. Some royals are said to fully support his stance, including his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Kate, who's long been described as William's pillar of calm, is reportedly in full agreement that the family needs a fresh start. Others, however, aren't so pleased. According to whispers from palace corridors, certain family members view William's move as too harsh and emotionally cold. Some see it as a betrayal of family loyalty, a public declaration that even blood ties can be cut if they pose a risk to the crown, but as one insider put it, William isn't trying to be cruel, he's trying to be king. And that, perhaps, is the crux of the story. This is the moment when Prince William steps out of the shadow of being merely the heir and begins to rule in his own right. Public reaction has been equally divided. Many Britons have praised William's resolve, calling it a long overdue show of leadership. It's refreshing to see a royal finally stand for principles, one commenter said on social media. Others, however, accuse him of hypocrisy, pointing out that the royal family itself is built on centuries of privilege and moral contradiction. Still, what can't be denied is that William's coronation is shaping up to be unlike any royal event we've seen in decades. Sources say it will be a streamlined, people-centered ceremony, smaller in size but heavier in symbolism. There will reportedly be modern music, diverse representation, and tributes to his late mother, Princess Diana, a subtle nod to the compassion and authenticity that William hopes to bring into his reign. As for the royal he banned, while the palace won't confirm names, the message is clear: William's crown will not be tarnished by anyone else's mistakes. Whether it's Prince Andrew or another controversial relative, the decision marks a powerful new chapter in royal history, one where even the family's own aren't immune to consequences. Behind closed doors, the atmosphere remains tense. One royal aide described the mood at Kensington Palace as focused but frosty, with William working tirelessly to finalize preparations while quietly ensuring no one derails the biggest moment of his life. Meanwhile, senior courtiers are said to be bracing for possible fallout, including leaked details from the disgruntled royal who's been left off the guest list, and knowing how the royal world works, that could mean another wave of tell-all interviews, insider sources, and media fireworks. But William doesn't seem fazed. Those closest to him say he's never been more determined, more focused, or more confident in his vision for the future. So, as Britain prepares for its next coronation, one thing is certain: this isn't just about tradition and crowns anymore. It's about transformation. The monarchy, once a symbol of untouchable power and secrecy, is slowly being reshaped by a new generation, one that values image, integrity, and independence above all else. And for Prince William, that means making hard choices, even when they involve the people closest to him. As one palace insider summed it up perfectly: for William, being king isn't about keeping everyone happy. It's about protecting what the crown stands for, even if it breaks his heart. And that, royal watchers, might just be the most royal move of all. If you loved today's deep dive into royal drama, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow royal fans. And tell us in the comments, do you think William was right to ban this royal from his coronation, or should family always come first? Stay tuned, because at Crown Chronicles, there's always another royal secret waiting to be uncovered.